Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Wild Arms. In the last episode, we went to Baskar Village in the middle of nowhere, pretty much, and figured out that the first target of the Guardians actually was nearby, which is Mount Zenom. We made our way most of the way through the mountain, fought off a bunch of baddies, and picked up a new fast draw for Jack. And now we've got a little bit further to go before we get our way to the top. You notice the broken bridge here. Once we get finished, it'll be a relatively quick way down to the bottom of the mountain so that we don't have to go completely crazy. But let's go ahead and see if we've got more stuff over here. Oh, we got another cave. And more hobgoblins. We run up here and we go upstairs, so I don't think that's where we need to go quite yet. Let's go back out. And I keep getting into battles when I say and. So, harpies there, actually. So move over here, and let's go ahead and push this up. And then we need to go over this way and push this. Good lordy, the encounter rate. Okay, more hobgoblins there. But you push the statue up here, and it opens the door to treasure. The Mystic Word, which is a left-hand accessory for Cecilia. It's the first of these that we've gotten that actually increases her sorcery, so definitely go ahead and equip that. Alright, you notice my party's getting a little low on magic, so I'm going to take care of that once we get back upstairs. Oh, we have the last enemy in Mount Zenom. We hadn't fought this guy before. This is Diva Nova, and he's a bit of a beastie, as you can tell. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, now that I said I'm low on magic, go me. I kind of need to go all out here. So I'm going to go ahead and refill Jack's magic. I'm not really treating this like it's a boss battle, but it's still going to be pretty tough. So you'll want to, if you find yourself in a situation like I'm in, where you're a little bit down on your luck, and you suddenly get attacked by this thing, definitely go at it as though it's higher stakes than your average battle, because to some degree it really is. So actually I will go ahead and prepare as though it is a boss battle and be curing people and healing, doing protect and things like that. This is the Meteor Dive, and you can tell it does a lot more damage than Jack's normal attack, so I'm probably going to stick to using that for a good bit of this fight. And he likes to counterattack a lot, darn it. Which fortunately doesn't hit terribly hard, but the brutal attacks do. So definitely keep your health up. In essence, treat this like it, to some degree, is a boss fight. Because in some ways it very well could be if you are a bit low on resources. Fortunately though, this Meteor Dive is doing a pretty good amount of damage, so it shouldn't be more than a few turns, I think, till we can get this guy taken out. I am also, you notice, using Rudy's hand cannon, which I actually hadn't used in this dungeon yet. And doggone it, would you do something other than the brutal attacks? Come on, man. Oh well, okay. Anyway, but yeah, I'm using Rudy's hand cannon, which I haven't used in the dungeon yet, and yes, I take it that seriously. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and do Summon Guardian for Jack. First off, so you can see that attack, and secondly, to see if it'll make a difference in this fight. Moa Galt, the Fire Guardian, apparently looks like a phoenix. And doesn't really hurt like one, though, unfortunately. Ooh, no, don't do that. At least it gave her a chance to cure Jack, anyway. I'll take that. Alrighty, so basically we've got this battle. I mean, it shouldn't be too terribly troublesome from now on out, but at the very least, you do need to be careful. Now that I've gotten Jack back up to speed, I think he'll be okay as far as what he's doing. I'm going to go ahead and use Cecilia's Summon Guardian, which is Stoldark. I actually, doggone it again with the brutal attacks. Anyway, I actually had to use Stoldark in that battle that I was talking about with all of the tiny edges where they almost killed me. I had to use Stoldark there, so here you go, since I actually hadn't had a chance to show you yet. Just spit a bunch of water bubbles, I guess. Oh, wow, that hurt a lot. Okay. Well, there you go. And it's, to some degree, I mean, it is worth the fight because you get 500 Gela from it. The experience, I think, could be a little bit better for a beastie that is that powerful, but don't know, that's just me. Speaking of all those tiny edges, they're the ones who popped up in that battle. So just head upstairs here, and we've got a save point, which of course means we're pretty close to our objective. Go out here, we've got a little bit further to go yet. Alrighty, we had some tiny edges and shriekers in that battle, and Jack leveled up, so he's now a member of Club 13. I believe this is pretty much the way to one last puzzle here. Just basically, again, not too hard, push the statues in line and you're good to go. Not a whole lot of witty commentary I can say about that, I guess, if I could manage to go a few steps without getting into a battle, that is. Anyway, the last statue up here, you'd have to push it down, and there you go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and heal up and get everything ready, because I believe after this room is the boss fight that we're going to have here. Oh boy, I'm almost out of magic carrots. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, here we go. The Guardian statue. And... is this the statue of the God of the Seal? Oh, crap, that's not good. Not good at all. It's too late. We undid the... Belselk. Or that's more Belselk, I guess. So, you got here before me. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Orga Widow, go play with them! Ah! Thwack! Alrighty, so our next boss is a giant freaking spider. Anybody who's watched Arachnophobia, you know what I mean. Alright, anyway. Just, in essence, go after this guy, just pretty much with everything you've got. I'm going to start Cecilia laying on some protects, because this Orga Widow, as you'll see, well, giant freaking spider can hit really freaking hard. And poison you too, dang it. Now, I don't remember if we've actually had a character poison it or not, but poison is a status. In some role-playing games, it can be, not that bad. Some role-playing games, it can be bad. This game, it's pretty bad, so you'll want to get that off of him as soon as possible. I'm going to use Cecilia to that end because, well, everybody else needs to attack. So you notice, poison takes off 10% of, I believe, your max HP. That can add up pretty quick, especially if you're in a battle like this, where you've got an enemy that can hit pretty hard. And he's gonna do it again. Really? Oh, come on. Alright, fine. Well, anyway, I guess I can go ahead and just keep plugging away at him. Now, at some point later in the game, Jack is going to get an ability that will actually help him out with this, but unfortunately he doesn't have it yet. And, okay, correction, I guess it's 10% of your current HP. Sorry, my bad. Still though, you don't want to have that linger on there. Now, if Orga Widow is willing to keep trying to poison people and not actually hit me with any of the harder attacks, I'm sort of okay with that. I'm just not okay with having to heal poison all the time. Alright, you notice, well, that thing can hit like a Mack truck, especially against Cecilia, so that's why I'm laying on the protect with her and laying on the attacks with the other two, to try to keep this from getting too out of hand. This is really... I mean, we fought Belselk, of course, so we've had one major boss battle, but this is, of course, the first major boss battle we've had since then, so, you know, we haven't had the chance to develop the characters a whole bunch, but still we've had some chance to, you know, to really invest in them and at least get them up to relatively decent levels as far as all that goes. Actually, let me use Rudy to do some healing, just for the heck of it, so I can keep Cecilia on more of an attack track, or more of a buffing track, rather. Alright, I'm going to give her one more protect, just to try to galvanize her efforts. The effects of protect do stack, so once we get better spells later, you'll be able to put protect on the whole party, and if you do that 2 or 3 times, then you're probably going to be pretty good to go in regards to much of anything, really. Hey, okay, well, given how much Jack's getting poisoned, I'm sort of giving some thought to maybe putting the charm on there to resist it. Problem is, I'm afraid that if I do that, then the first thing he's going to do, Orca Widow, I mean, is start poisoning somebody else. So I don't really want to do that right now. I do, however... Oh, no, I don't want to do that quite yet either. Let me actually Mystic a Heal Berry with her so that we can take care of healing everybody at once. Kind of go on more of a defensive track this time. But even if you are in a point where you do need to do more defense, it certainly behooves you to have at least one person attacking. Of course, I've got Rudy doing that with the somewhat upgraded hand cannon. But one thing I actually do want to do with him before we finish the battle is use a lucky card, and let me actually go ahead and do that now. Because if you'll recall, the lucky card doubles your experience in the Gela that you get from this fight. So I guess to keep that, maybe to keep that going, I'm going to have Jack be more of a healer for the moment, and then I'll have Cecilia be on a buff so I know that we don't miss this opportunity. Because I don't think the Orca Widow's close to being dead yet, but just in case it is, I don't want to risk losing that. So, Capture Web, oh boy, that's not good. That, I was afraid of that too. Okay, that, as you of course noticed, paralyzed pretty much all of our characters except for Jack. I'm going to use Summon Guardian with him just to see if Moagalt, if fire can hurt this thing more than Meteor Dive had been hurting it before, which is about 300-ish. Not really. Okay. Well, fortunately, it looks like Cecilia is already out of the paralyzed status, so I can have her again on more of a healing track while Jack goes after attacking the Guardian. Or, excuse me, attacking Orca Widow. Let's see, I want to get rid of that paralysis first. So let's do the heat salve. Where's the heat salve? There it is. Okay, there you are. Yeah, because the poison's not going to hurt Rudy too badly, but taking his weapon away from us for an extended period of time is just going to be awful. No, not again, not again. Oh, good, it didn't hurt anybody. All right. Well, that means basically we can go after all of them. And I'm actually going to use Rudy's Summon Guardian now because we haven't used it yet. So you'll get the chance to see that, and I can keep basically applying on the energy and what have you. Let's see, let me protect Jack one more time before I start doing Rudy. Come on, you big nasty spider. It's about time for you to go meet the rest of your arachnid makers, I guess. Here is Gardajeff! And I'm really not sure exactly what he does, but he looks like a giant dinosaur, so that's fun in and of its own right. Wow, doesn't hurt at all. Great. Good job, Gardajeff. Well, you can definitely see, though, the effects of building up the defense of the characters, because it does actually help out, at least a little bit in regards to keeping people in play. Alright, I think just keep on this tack. And I'm keeping Cecilia at the level 4 force, because it does affect her attack and her defense, so it allows her to better be able to withstand all these attacks from Orca Widow, although actually she's not been attacked as much as I thought she would be, really. Would you quit with that paralysis crap? Oh good, it still didn't hit anybody. What it might have done is it might actually have hit Jack, but because he hit Condition Green at the end of that, the paralysis might have just instantly sort of gone away. Whichever happened, I'm glad it did. Okay. Alright, let's keep this up, and I'm going to need to refill Jack's magic soon. I think let me go ahead and get poison off of Rudy, just so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Come on, Orca Widow. Fall over, Orca Widow. Die! Die, spider, die! Mostly just so I don't look like an idiot, pretty much. Well, that kind of makes me look like an idiot. There you go, mission accomplished. Alright, at any rate, should be pretty close to getting this guy down to rights, and I guess I get to use, well, alright, actually, let's have Jack do that. And then have Cecilia, I don't know, spit some fire at him, see how well that does. Although, actually, I should probably be using more like arrow, I suppose. Anyway, we can see how well this does. Actually have her attacking for once. Yeah, it did okay. And now, she's going to be poisoned. Yes, great, thanks, wonderful. That's one thing about the status effects in this game is if an enemy... Ah, there we go, sweet. Ta-ta! See you later, Spidey! I would also... An ugly, man-looking spider while I'm thinking about it. Ugh. Okay, 300 experience and almost 1,000 Gela. That's good. Although the experience was about as good as what you got with the Diva Nova. The power inside grows weak. The seal cannot provide me with a link to the girl. And that's pretty much the end of that. We get the Summit Rune. The statue of the God Seal has been broken. The return of Mother is becoming a reality. I can't believe the teardrop is being used for such horrors. There are 2 more statues left. We must defend them. Give me the power I need to defeat them, the power to destroy everything. Gee, not everything, man, get a hold of yourself. Alright, so, let me go ahead and get Cecilia unpoisoned here. Okay, so we didn't quite do what we wanted to as far as protecting the statue, but we did get the rune for Diagonos. I hope I'm saying that right. Or Dinagonos. Boy, I wasn't saying that right. Okay. I don't remember really equipping the Summit Rune on anybody. It increases vitality and defense, so I might actually give that to Rudy, because that's what he's got on him right now. Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and give that to Rudy then. And I can show that off later. But for now, we get to go back down to the bottom of the mountain. Now, I don't want to bore you guys with that, so let me step aside just a second. I'll get down to the bottom of the mountain, and I will see you guys there. Just now, I have felt the seal holding the Queen of the Demons break. Messenger of Zephyr, please notify the elders of the situation. We must act quickly. And we're back. Just a couple of things I'll mention in the meantime. Cecilia joined the 13 club, Rudy is now level 14, and while we were there, we picked up a crest graph. You remember that little plank I told you to jump off of as a quick way to get back? Yeah, that's where it was. Alright, so we finished up here, and let's go ahead and head back to Baskar Village so we can give the elder the, well, not exactly great news. It's dark. I can't see. I can't hear anything. My precious Zeke. My children. Let me see you. Let me hear you. Ah, we haven't met Zed yet. Zed's fun. You'll see him later. I think you'll get a kick out of the guy. That was easy. All this talk about seals. Who cares about the Quarter Knights? Now that Mother is awake, I can go on with my career. Glory's up ahead. And then that weird, sick little ripping sound. Anyway, let's head back down, past the little weird Stonehenge formation, and make our way back to the land and Baskar Village. There we go. Alright, and go ahead and talk to the Elder after getting my ammo refilled, so that we can see what he has to say. I can feel that the seal has been broken. The demons are one step ahead of us. Do not be alarmed. There are 2 other seals which have not been broken. The other 2 statues are located at St. Centaur and Port Timney. If we can save just one of those, then we can prevent the Queen from reviving. Only your brave party can accomplish this mission. You must use L pyramids, for they are the link to the Guardians. You can usually find the pyramids in the same area the statues are kept. Oh, that's convenient. It is said that all life can become energy and be transported to faraway places through the use of L technology. Wait, you mean they mastered the transporters from Star Trek? Sweet! Warriors of the Guardians, please take this gift, the Kism Fire of Baskar. You can use this to light the furnace in the pyramid. For the good of all life on Philgaia, please protect the remaining statues. Alrighty, so we have Kism Fire now. And if you had tried to go into the El Pyramid prior to getting this, you would have been able to go in there, but you wouldn't have been able to do a whole heck of a lot with it. So you had to wait until this point in the story to actually be able to do much of anything. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's buy stuff. Okay. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up Cecilia's wand, which I believe, yeah, this is her upgrade. And I don't think I actually showed the mystic equipment that she had, so my fault. So let me go ahead and actually do that now once I get this equipped. Yes, please, thank you. And so you can have it there just in case you need it. I'm also actually going to go ahead and buy the rest of their weapons too, just to keep them upgraded here now that we actually have some money. Yay! Although this is pretty much going to empty me out of most of it. Actually, it may empty me out of almost all of it. Sheesh. Okay. And he needs upgrade. Yes, okay. Now, since I'm down on, well, not that. I'm down on my supplies a little bit. Let me restock here. Don't need that. Okay. And then, what all stuff can I sell here? The Might Blade. Wow, that really sounds like a big deal, but it's already been replaced. Figures. Alright, so we should at least be in some decent money, but not particularly fantastic. Alright. That's pretty much all we need to do. And I'm going to go ahead and head out and head over to the El Pyramid, which is not particularly far away. You see the blinking red light there. All we need to really do is go up and this away, and we have the El Pyramid. Not hard at all. Alright, now. Alright. Furnace hidden in the water flow. Yeah. Well, alright, so let's head over this away, I guess. And then go in here. And of course, use the Kism Fire. And the temple shakes, and voila! Alrighty, so we've got this El Pyramid ready to go. I don't think there's any other items in here. Let me check anyway. No, it doesn't look like there is. Okay, so just head up to the El Pyramid, or the El thingy, teleporter, I guess, and off we go. We turn into a big green shaft of light and ding off of a satellite that, how the heck did they get that thing up there? And then off we go to the area around St. Centaur. Now you'll see this little scene every time you use an El transporter. You can't skip it, unfortunately. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. This land contains the holy statue, which seals the evil heart. Okay. So I guess we need to head out of here, and let's see, I don't remember there being any, oh yeah, there is. Okay. New right hand for, or left hand rather, for Jack. I guess everybody in the party's right-handed, who knows. And all we need to do really is head out of here, and we make our exit from the El Pyramid. Alright, so I think we'll hold off here. Next time on Wild Arms, we're going to make our way down to St. Centaur and see if we can protect that statue. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.